Russia and the former Soviet Union is an absolutely fascinating place. As someone who was born in Russia, lived for 25 years in America, and then came back here, I still appreciate every single day I'm here, because I understand that it is somewhat of a privilege of me being here. Throughout the last few months, I think that things have gone somewhat downhill. The economy is struggling, stores are closing, people's incomes are falling, and there's, a war going on. But again, I hope that the war stops, things get better. I try to be optimistic, and I try to bring you these vlogs so you guys can see directly what's happening. I'm trying to show you a slice of life in Russia, and I think that can be nothing but positive. That's the least I can do in this situation. And hello you guys, and welcome to my blog. Today I'm going to talk about what's been going on in Russia. Right behind me is a store that has been closed. I don't know if it's exactly because of sanctions, but I've seen a few of those stores closed. So things are, a bit getting worse because of all the sanctions and everything. But I can't say that, there's a lot of bloggers that have been reporting that things are collapsing in Russia, right? Completely collapsed, closed, people are going hungry, and that's not really the case. There's a few stores closed here and there, but I can't say that just things are collapsing. And that is to say, I again want to say that what's going on in Ukraine is incredibly sad, and I don't think either side can win, because the only way to win was to avoid the situation in the first place. But there has been so much tension over the last few years that it just blew up, on everyone, and people started going at it. But this store closed, and there's been a few other stores that closed, and also I wanted to film for you guys one of those famous Soviet children's playground thingies. Look at this thing. If this doesn't scare you, and it's like when foreigners look at this, they usually get scared. But for me, it looks just like a regular Soviet cat, But I guess I've heard that for anyone outside the former Soviet Union, they look at these things and they think it's some kind of a horror type of a thing. The prices have been going up a lot. Bread, which was 20 rubles, is now 40 rubles. Strawberries, which used to be 150 rubles per kilogram, are 300 and 400. So things have been increasing. Prices have been increasing. I feel that people are less happy nowadays, and it's one of those periods in Russian history where, again, things have gone downhill. Russia has had a lot of these periods of turmoil, of all kinds of things going on, and this is one of those periods. And the amount of people that died in this is so incredibly sad. It's just beyond that people are dying. It's just, I don't know. I have nothing to do with it, so I'm just commenting. They have just released news that all of the COVID fines that people have paid, they are they're giving back refunds on those. The mayor of Moscow just released those news, so I guess partly that's good news. So there's actually another vacant store right here. Overall, again, I have to say that everything that has been going on in Ukraine is incredibly sad, and I don't think there is a way to win that situation at all. The way to win that situation would be to avoid any kind of hostilities where people are dying, and since that could not have been avoided, that's already a loss. But overall, I have to say, I have also been following the situation out of America and all of the school shootings and everything. Holy crap. All I have to say is that I'm very glad that I left there, because even with everything that's going on here, I'd rather be in Europe or in Russia rather than, you know, be in America. That is the absolute truth, and that's how things are. Overall, you know, there's been some inconveniences about how things are. Like, they shut down all the banks and all that. Like, I mean, they shut down the transfers between banks. So that kind of has been difficult. And I notice, you know, when I walk around, like, I see people's faces, and I still think that, like, man, a lot of people look very, like, angry in Russia. I don't know if it's a way to, like, you know, scare the intruders or whatever, because Russia has had a very long history of fighting off any kind of invaders, so people are very, like, tough here, or at least try to look tough, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. I think once you get to know a lot of people, you realize that they're really nice for the most part, with some exceptions. So that's pretty much it for this blog. Don't forget to like and subscribe so I can bring you guys more content. There's also a link to my Patreon. You know, YouTube monetization has been turned off for Russian channels, so every supporter on Patreon really helps. Alright, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.